Hello everybody, this is Brodar, and welcome back to another episode of Beyond Legendary. Here we are on a network tower. There's also a Frost Legion Necromancer up there. We got our squad of 5 over here, so let's go take a look at each one of them. We got Bonsai Warrior, our Hell Knight tank. We've got Stultus, our Warden. We have Thackboy, Technical. You're going to be in charge of rocket and flamethrowers. The mob over here is our gorilla. You can do some fun trench gun shotgun action. And finally we've got Basti, our war crimes expert. Special types of rockets such as shredder rockets, gas grenades, and toxic shrapnel rockets. Alright, let's go do this. So like the other network tower, we have to use a hack on the thing right over here that will stun everything on the map. Then we can execute all the enemies before they wake up. When we finally break concealment, Doom Reinforcement Counter will start counting down, so we gotta make sure that we're ready to take care of everything when that happens. I think we'll start by just running our squad up a bit here. I kind of like these little side platform things, so maybe I'll go from this side possibly. One trick that you can do on these network towers is if you come around the side, you'll see that there's a silhouette of a spotlight right there. That implies that there won't be a turret in that tile. And same over here. So there's no turrets on the either side of the thing, so we can go from whichever direction we want. I think there's a gunship over here. Maybe not. This might just be open then. There is a gunship on this side. I don't like trying to run past gunships because they tend to have a lot of pockets where enemies can be hiding in. So we're gonna go down this side over here.
Rolling out.
For now, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna slowly move our squad into positions here.
Understood.
And we'll see how the enemies act first. We'll take this mission nice and slow. And these guys are going... They're hanging around somewhere around here, which makes it a little bit harder for us to get past this facility here. We will have to climb over the rooftops. So one of the hard parts about getting up to this facility is that you can never tell where like the enemy vision tiles are spilling over. So you gotta be very, very careful when you try to run up over this building. If we have to do a bit of fighting before we get to the objectives, that's fine, I guess. Although preferably we can just sneak past everything. But that might not always be possible, unfortunately. For now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sneak our squad up here. This gorilla over here does have access to the covert ability, I think. Yes, so their detection is 25% better, like lower than other people's, or it should be at least. Yeah, see that? With this person over here, the red tile spill all the way out here. When I select this person, it's a lot smaller. So we're going to be using the gorilla to try and sneak past all the enemies here. I'm going to wait until they patrol out of the way, hopefully, and then we can run up our soldier. Enemies are slowly patrolling down this way. Seems like they want to be on that side, so we'll probably have to go the other way. The mob, you're going to run down towards the right side over here. And if you don't see anything, then we're going to have you climb up onto the rooftops here. Okay, everybody else around here is just going to sit in this spot, slowly move forward.
Got some hostiles grouped
There's
over
another group of enemies down there, so we have an idea of where 2 groups of enemies are. I do not remember the amount of enemies on this mission, but I would guess somewhere between 13 to 15 maybe. Usually that's about how many enemies are on an early network tower mission. And we'll just slowly group our team around here. Alright, good. At the very least we were able to make it up to the first building. Getting up past this building is really going to be the big challenge of this mission, I think. Alright then. I'm gonna take some mob and keep running some mob all the way up.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, everything is gathered back there, so naturally it would make sense that we try to run the mob up the right side, I would say. I think this tile should be safe. And what we're going to do next, actually, is I'm going to start moving the rest of our squad up to here. I want to be in a spot where I can kind of keep an eye on what they're all doing, what they're all up to.
I'll comply.
And I'll keep the rest of you guys somewhere around this area here.
Let's do this.
And we'll put Stultus over here on the right side just to see if there's anything hiding near the gunship. We're not moving up to this ledge yet, just in case there's something
I
nearby.
cannot handle all this work by myself, you know.
Just gotta take it slow. When it comes to stealthing missions in XCOM, because the UI isn't exactly built for a proper stealth gameplay type thing, you gotta really just be a little bit extra safe with your movements, unless you're absolutely confident that your soldier is capable of ignoring the enemy red tiles. Sometimes, if you don't see an enemy, for example, I think we don't actually have proper vision of that pursuit purifier down there, even though visually we see him, but none of our soldiers actually see him. So his red tiles aren't actually being reported, and they probably spill up into this section over there. Now then, after that, I'm going to take some mob and run some mob down here. There is another group of enemies in this area.
Seem a little more agile than the ones we fought in the past. It looks like they're still serving as the aliens' front line, though.
Now, if you take a look over here, on this patch of land over here, there's a gunship here and a long thing over here. The enemies, I don't believe, they can't run over this thing. So we should be safe over here for one more round. And next round, we'll start running out. And meanwhile, I'm going to just take this time to put one soldier right about up to here.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
That should be safe. Alright then, and then finally Samov is going to jump right down to here. That should be a safe spot also. And then I'm gonna get ready to activate Ghostwalker so Samov can take a really far dive down.
Moving to Overwatch. Affirmative.
After that, everybody
Slow
else,
and steady.
let's be patient. If the enemies climb up to here and stand in that spot... Ooh. Oh wow, already. Hello. Well, we get some nice damage to start off with. There's a lot of enemies around here, unfortunately. We are not prepared for this fight. I thought the enemies were much further, but there was like a guy right underneath us, apparently. We do manage to down one enemy, which is great.
Long ago.
There's also a mech. That Rocketeer is really dangerous when you're on a rooftop. We've also got a Mutant Beleaguer, as well as Sectoid and Engineer. We should be able to get past these guys pretty easily with our Phantom Guerrilla Operative. So let's first take a look at you. So you've got the Phantom perk, so you're not detected immediately yet. And we also have the Ghostwalker perk. Activate this ability to reduce enemy detection range against you by 25% for 2 turns. Now because they're now on red alert, their detection tiles are much larger. We're gonna have to activate this Ghostwalker. But even that's not enough to get past them. Ooh. Not good, not good. How are we going to deal with all this, I wonder? Flashbang is one option. There's a bunch of enemies down there. We have a flamethrower on you. The Frost Mech is actually susceptible to a flamethrower, so if we need to, we can use it against that guy. I wish we had some way of preventing that sectoid from spotting us. We just can't get past his red tiles here. Yeah, no, we can't. Maybe if I use my Hell Knight. Can my Hell Knight do a bit of a swap here, perhaps? I think we'll have to use our swap against that sectoid somehow. I can't do it this round. Unless I just abandon the idea of trying to sneak past everything and just go for the kills. That's an option too, we could just kill everything. The Rocketeer is a big threat. I don't like that Rocketeer being alive. There's a guy on Overwatch here and a captain down here. The mech is a bit of an issue also. We can also do a quick swap with one of the enemies here. This would allow us to just teleport right behind them all. The Advent Outrider is pretty tanky and it's hard to take care of too. Another guy we need to take care of. We have a flamethrower on our technical and a flamethrower on our Geneva class. I'm thinking we use... Oh, and then there's a purifier down there. Gotta watch out for that guy. He can easily shut down one of our people. Really wish we had some way to kill that purifier, I think. We can use our Warden's Advance on this guy, or on this guy. We only really have three targets here. I would like to get rid of that Outrider Captain. He's one of the bigger threats on the enemy team right now. Same with that Rocketeer. Any way I can stop that Rocketeer from taking actions? I think suppression with you is one good way of stopping him from taking actions. Toxic Shrapnel Rocket would probably do a lot of work also. We could shoot a Toxic Shrapnel Rocket in this direction, get the Gunner and the Outrider. That would take care of two enemies. This guy suppressing the Rocketeer with the Disorienting Suppression will prevent the Rocketeer from taking his rocket shot. Then it's just a matter of having everyone else up here figure out how to take care of everything else. We still don't have a solution for the Purifier yet. Let's also get an evac zone out just in case we need it. We'll put the evac zone maybe down here somewhere. I'm gonna fight into the enemies, so I want to push it forward, I think.
Evac request confirmed. Hold tight.
How do we take care of that frost mech? I can get up to here. This is actually not a bad time here. Let's start with this one. I'm gonna have Basti drop right down to here. And attempt to get these two guys. At the very least we can get the frost mech, so that's good. And we also had a chance to get rid of that fellow. Then after that, maybe we can shield and teleport. Or teleport and shield. I think that's the right way to go. So let's teleport. It'll stun this guy and then we can activate our shield. That should stun him. Good, and then you can activate your shield with your last action. And you also get a shot, which is perfect. Let's take this shot against the Purifier. Try to just start whittling that guy down. Now, the Hell Knight has a Fortress ability, so they're actually immune to burns. So I'm hoping that this guy just tries to get the Hell Knight instead of anyone else on the team. You do get a movement action back because of, which perk was it? You have a perk that lets you use your flamethrower and then run back to safety. I don't know which one it is, but I'll probably hide you back here away from that Purifier maybe. Or maybe even just like all the way back here just for safety. Then after that, we gotta deal with the Frost Trooper. I'm thinking we either go for the Flamethrower or we could try to go for a Flashbang to disable him and the Outrider Captain. I'm thinking just Flamethrower is fine. There we go, and hopefully he'll just die from the burn in the next few rounds. Then after that, we have Stultus over here. What can Stultus do for us? Stultus would have to run an Overwatch, but Stultus could come down this way and take care of that fellow. And then use their bonus action to either run away or shoot the Purifier. I don't actually know which one's the right choice here. I don't believe the enemies from here can actually hit us if I decide to shoot the Purifier, but I do need to actually make sure that he dies if I'm going to commit to this. Not sure if I'm going to commit to that right now. And we also can't get around you guys, which is a problem. I think we're just gonna have to end up fighting, so probably the right thing to do is just bring you all the way back to here so you can get ready to do some fighting. Maybe back to here for safety. Yeah, I think we go for it. Let's do it. So we're going to use our Warden's Advance over here. This does mean that we'll have to eat an Overwatch shot from the Outrider Captain, but that's alright. Do your best. Nice dodge. And now we can get rid of the Outrider Captain. And then using our defensive stance move, we're just going to fall back to safety somewhere where the Purifier can't hit us with a flamethrower. Maybe somewhere like all the way... Honestly, back inside of here might be safe. It might be safe inside of here. Let's tuck ourselves away in that little corner back there, and then we'll take Basti and run Basti back to like this spot here, where Basti can still shoot a rocket through this spot. I think I'm feeling that. Let's put you back here. And then after that, Samav. What are we going to do with you, Samav? I'm thinking with Samav, we're going to bring you back to... probably just back up to here. We'll probably have to give up that stealth to win this fight, but that's alright. Alright, Frostmech is on fire. Can't do anything. This guy's burning. He might not die next round, so we'll probably have to invest in extra action in removing him. We do end up seeing the boss unit up here. That's a Mutant Hunter. Watch out for that thing. 6 to 8 damage. That is enough damage to one-shot people at this point in the game. We need to be very careful right now. We also don't have an easy way to reach the objective, which is a big problem for us here. Alright, Frost Trooper's on fire. Don't have to worry about him, though. Here comes the Purifier. It is going to try and get Bonsai, but Bonsai should be immune to that hit. I don't know what these guys are doing right now. They're just taking a bunch of double moves, which is fine by me. Half of them are disabled, but I don't know why the Outrider didn't take a shot. I think they're just taking defensive moves right now. Here comes the Gunner. He's actually going to be taking a shot. That is actually a very big hit from the Gunner. Ouch. Enemies on this side are slowly moving in because they want to just not be trapped behind that ship. Now then, how do we survive this turn? I need to get away from that Mutant Hunter. That guy is super dangerous. This mech is burning for 2 turns, so I actually don't have to worry about the mech for now. What about the Frost Trooper? This Frost Trooper is only burning for 1 turn, so we do need to worry about him. Rocketeer we also need to worry about. And I'm thinking we just get away from the Muton with Bonsai, but I want Bonsai to always have her shields up, which is a bit of a problem because we don't actually have a way to shoot and put up a shield this turn. Normally with the Hell Knight you can like take a shot first and then shield, but I really don't want to take a hit from that Hunter. Even with shielding, that guy's going to mess us up real good if we're not careful. I wish that I had the means to run past these guys last round, but we just didn't. But now we have to decide how we're going to push through this. That Purifier is a bit of a problem too. I have no easy way to get up to this guy to hit him. At least not without getting shot to death by everything else up here. The Rocketeer is no longer going to be stunned after this round too, so there's that. I think what we're going to do is we're going to start by running up to here and trying to take out that Purifier. If we can get rid of this Purifier, things get a lot easier for us. That's a hit. Basti can either light the Rocketeer on fire or start setting up with another rocket down here. I don't see a very good rocket though, so I don't think we're going to go in this direction. I think we might just light the Rocketeer on fire with you. That Beleaguer on the side is mostly just going to use it Overwatch. The Mutant Beleaguer, I believe, is a new enemy type, so I'll just explain this thing to you guys a little bit. I don't remember if I've shown you guys what the hunter can do, so I'll just go over everything. Last time I think on the HQ assault we forgot to talk about a couple of the enemies. The Muton Beleaguers are mobile mutons equipped with heavy plasma rifles that can shred through most armor with ease. So, as you guys can see, this is their damage output. It's pretty high for the early game, and they come with an ability called Russian Roulette. When on Overwatch, if your shot misses, another shot will be taken at the next eligible target as long as ammo is available. This can proc on the same unit while they're in the middle of running. Only affects the primary weapon, not secondaries or pistols. So how this works is, this guy will go on Overwatch. If you have a unit try running that Overwatch, this gun has 4 ammo. It's gonna shoot. If it misses, it'll shoot again. If it misses, it'll shoot again. And it'll keep doing that until it lands its shot. So pretty much it's like a near guaranteed Overwatch unless you have something like lightning reflexes, and even then it's pretty likely that it hits you. This guy also gets access to anticipation, so they'll take less damage from melee attacks. Overall, I think they're more of a nuisance, like they kind of just sit there and Overwatch, even when they're flanking you actually. They rarely ever take like direct actions against your team, so that's good at least. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push Bonsai down to here, and we're going to finish off that Purifier. This does leave you at risk against that Muton for 1 round, but I think we need to.
One down, thousands to go.
Excellent work, target downed. Now, how do we take care of everything else around here? One person needs to take care of the Rocketeer. Do we give up our stealth this round? That's another good question. I think we give up our stealth here. Excellent kill. Don't have to worry about the Rocketeer anymore. Killed off 4 enemies so far. There's still 11 more left on the map. This can get very bad very quickly. We gotta make sure that we're constantly removing enemies here. I'm gonna have you go for this guy next. Try and just get rid of this guy and use your action to run back to safety. And we're just gonna repeat and rinse and repeat that over and over again.
I guess that'll be okay.
Keep you there for now. Somebody needs to start working on this Frostroid. I guess it's gonna have to be Basti.
Yes.
Doesn't really do a whole lot of damage with this flamethrower, but
Sever their limbs.
it's still burning, so you can't take an action right now. We're just trying to chip it down until it dies from the burn. Honestly, that really is all this is.
I'll comply.
Okay, Basti can move up. It's still only taking 1 damage per burn. Our shotgunner will probably finish that off next round. Alright, watch out, Bonsai! Oh, that 70% missile so good!
Taking fire over here.
Here comes the Necromancer. It is just gonna summon a bunch of stuff that gets in our way. That's gonna be annoying, but there's not much we can do about that. We'll spend the round taking care of these guys, I guess. Alright, and Trooper number 2 taking more shots at Bonsai. Oh, Bonsai's taking hits. Bonsai might go down if we're not careful. Maybe even already. Oh, no. Oh, he has a grenade? What is that? Good dodge, Bonsai. Alright, not bad.
Taking heavy fire.
Mech is on fire. It can't do anything this round. Now Bonsai just needs to survive against that gunner. You survive, Bonsai. Suppression is fine. Here comes the Muton. It's just gonna go on Overwatch. Yep. And take the other guys down here. Alright, Bonsai's in a little bit of trouble right now. We're gonna need to help Bonsai out here. Let me first get our Gorilla down to a spot where they won't get tagged by that Muton on Overwatch. Probably right around here should be safe.
2, 3, 4.
The only thing you can get right now is that mech, so finish it off. Excellent work, mech down. Okay, how do we get Bonsai out of this? And how do we deal with these zombies? I believe the zombies will probably be immune to poison and stuff, but they won't be immune to flamethrowers, so I'm probably using the flamethrower here to get rid of them. Basti, how big is your flamethrower? Pretty big. I think if you stand up to here, you should be able to remove it. I don't think we can get that out right, but we can get the zombies on least. Excellent work, the zombies removed.
No matter how many hundreds or thousands of them there are.
You okay, Basti? The Fozzy's not looking very okay. Now, this guy over here has the ability to counter-attack us if we try hitting him with a sword, so we gotta be careful about attacking him. How do we take care of the Outrider? A flamethrower would go great against him, but it requires us to run past a bunch of Overwatch up there. We could try to slam that guy with a rocket. We could also start clearing out the right side with a rocket also. I'm terrified of that Muton. I think we need to, easy way to handle this here. It really isn't. Bonsai can go down very easily right now if we're not careful. I want to give Bonsai the opportunity to like shield or something. But even that shield won't hold up against a 6 to 8 damage shot from that Hunter. In case you guys haven't seen what the Hunter can do before. Muton Hunters stay behind the front line using the powerful rifles to disintegrate armor, so they've also got anticipation, less damage from melee attacks. They have implacable, so if they get a kill, they get a movement. Center mass, so his damage output is actually 7 to 9 damage, keep that in mind. 7 to 9 damage, he shreds all armored, just does a bajillion damage for the early game. Very terrifying enemy. Very accurate also, look at that 80 accuracy from high ground. Not the type of number you want to be looking at. I really badly need to get Bonsai to safety somehow. There just doesn't seem to be a way to do it. We can actually suppress the gunner from over here, which is not bad actually. Let's use this. Oh no, I don't have suppression right now. I don't have enough ammo. Bonsai's stuck there. There's nothing I can do for Bonsai right now. The other option is take a really inaccurate rocket, which is obviously stupid. We can also take a gamble by keeping it back against this Outrider. If we're not careful though, that Muton's just gonna run up to here and shoot someone in the back. He's got 12 mobility, so I think he can like jump down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think he can move up. Actually, he might not be able to. He might be stuck back there. Can he get up to like that plant there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think he can move 8 tiles with only 12 mobility. We have 13 here on this person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can move 8 with 13. I don't know if you can move 8 with 12. Mostly I just want to get Bonsai like all the way back here away from that jump. We also need to make sure that the Beleaguer doesn't shoot through though. That's another issue. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. If I can get you like back to this chair and further back, that Muton shouldn't be able to reach. He doesn't exactly have a good cover spot beyond here. He'll have to like move up to here or something, which does put him in a position where he's more easily exposed, but he would probably avoid moving to these tiles over here. So I think he'll end up having to move like here and then double move into that spot. As long as we can somehow get Bonsai back, that's really the main goal here. Unfortunately, hitting that guy is a bit more of a problem than I would have liked it to be. And the flashbang here will need 2 tiles forward to reach. 1, 2. I think standing here is safe against the Muton. Could be very wrong and lose our Warden.
I'm trusting
But right
you.
now, I need this extra bit.
Blinding them.
We should be able to flashbang him with that. Excellent work, Stultus. Now we can get Bonsai back to safety here. I'm gonna charge Bonsai all the way back to here, where it's like a lot safer than all the way up there.
Stepping off.
With only 6 HP, even with shielding, it's gonna be hard for you to take hits. And then after that, what you're gonna do is you're going to flashbang this fella over here also. That's gonna prevent him from being able to counterattack when we attack next round, I think. And hopefully that will work out the way we want it to work out. Oh, I was supposed to put you against the wall, not like this. Shoot. If you getting hit in the back by that gunner, that's gonna hurt a lot. Alright, let's see how this turn goes. I'm also gonna put Bosky just a little bit closer, I think.
Move out!
Right up to there. That way that full cover slot is open. Here comes the Hunter. Oh, was able to reach, and it's going for Bonsai! He saw that kill shot. He was gonna go for it, even if it was through cover. Okay, note to self, 12 mobility, he can move the same distance as a 13 mobility guy with his blue action. Here comes the Advent Trooper. Turn's looking a little bit dicey here. We did at least flashbang the gunner, so that's good. Here comes the Advent Torture. We need to get rid of this guy next round. I don't think he can reach us this round, though. Not this round, good. Here comes the Outrider, taking another shot. The flashbangs are really saving our hides right now, and here comes a shot from the gunner. This one's gonna hurt. Ouch!
Feel good.
That's a big hit. I was hoping the flashbang would help us avoid a hit, but unfortunately that's not the case. Here comes the Sectoid, taking another action. He does actually get to try and do brain step to someone.
I still
Oh,
remember
he got
their
the panic.
faces.
That's annoying.
Their screams.
Good dodge, hang in there.
Taking heavy fire.
And another guy on Overwatch back there. Now then, how do we get through this? One person needs to get rid of that guy's Overwatch. That can actually be Samav over here. We can move into this tile and then take the flank shot. That'll get rid of his Overwatch. The other option is I can bring you up to here in spite of the Overwatch and just try to knock out that Torture with a shotgun blast. You've only got a little bit of HP left, so if you take an Overwatch from that Muton, you're probably going down. You gotta make sure that the Overwatch is gone, probably. This person has a flamethrower, but it won't reach the Muton Hunter this round. If we can get rid of that Sectoid, that would be amazing. However, killing the Sectoid requires... I don't know if we can get that Sectoid this round. You can possibly kill the Sectoid, and if you can remove that guy, that removes Bosky's panic, and then Bosky can finally take, like, a rocket shot and destroy that guy, or maybe we can use a rocket to expose and then flamethrower. We have some amount of actions that can turn into something good. We have a Torture over here that's about to light people on fire, but if I maybe put you right in front of him, he'll try to use a flamethrower on you, and then you'll be immune to it. Or we just try to shoot him to death. I think we just take the hit from this guy using Samav and ignore him. I really want that Torture dead though, that's for certain. I think we ignore his Overwatch. It's gonna hurt, but all he does is really just keep Overwatching in the back. You don't even have a good shot against him though. Try your best. That was really good. Really, really good. The Torture was really the main thing kind of locking us down. Now, Stultus. How brave are you feeling, Stultus? If you can remove this guy, that would be amazing. Thank you very much for that. That laser sword is really coming in handy here.
I got it. Right?
Good, go pick up your loot.
Not explosive or anything, right?
And the panic has been removed. Perfect. You get a move here. I will figure out where to move you for safety later. For now, though, we need to now figure out how we can take care of probably that Muton Hunter somehow. I can try to flamethrower him, but that really won't help us here. I could try to rocket him. You can't reach him this round. I can also reload and suppress. I think suppression with Sackboys actually might be the right choice here. Suppression with Sackboy might be the right choice. If I suppress him, he'll be disoriented, and he'll probably just take a really poor shot, maybe try to run the suppression. I can also use the Toxic Shrapnel Rocket. This would actually be very helpful, actually, if I could land this. Against either here or here. If I'm gonna use suppression on this guy, then maybe... If I toxic these guys, they'll be poisoned, but that's not even safe, because even with poison, the hunter will have like 70, 65 accuracy. We need to have like suppression on this guy no matter what. So I might do the toxic shrapnel on the left side. That might be the safer way to handle it. I don't know if the zombie is affected by this either, so we might just center it on the gunner, because the gunner is really dangerous. We really, really badly want the gunner to be dead. Out of everything here, the gunner really is one of the more dangerous things. The Mutant isn't actually flanking here. If you count the tiles exactly, he's peeking here and shooting down here. That's why he wasn't able to hit us from... That's why he wasn't flanking these guys, taking shots against them. He was going for the kill shot against Bonsai. Right now, though, we're flanked by both the Advent Trooper and the Gunner, which is a bit of a problem. I could just say, screw it, and let the Gunner do his thing, and then just allow everyone else over here to focus down on this group really, really hard. We can also just use a flamethrower. No, we can't reach that thing with a flamethrower. I do need to make sure that Stultus doesn't go down from the Outrider. That's another issue. I might just do something simple, like come up to here, flamethrower, and then allow you to disorient and suppress that Muton, and then have you take cover facing, I don't know, some way around here. That might be the way we handle this. Let's do it. So starting from over here, we move up and we flamethrower this way.
I'll cut through.
He's poisoned and burning. There's a very high chance that he just dies from that. Then after that, we're going to have Sackboy over here. Take this time to reload. And take this time to suppress that Muton. He's disoriented and suppressed. His accuracy should be incredibly low right now. Then I just need to watch out for the fact that there is an engineer back there ready to try and shoot Stultus in the back. Where would be a good spot for Stultus to hide? I'm thinking like just moving up to here might be actually pretty safe. If I wasn't within range, that Hunter would be pretty safe. I want Stultus to like start dashing right through there somehow. This guy's disabled, Zombie's not a threat, Gunner is sort of a threat. The Gunner can come down to here. I don't know if he can shoot Stultus in the back. I don't think he can. He has to be like on this tile here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. From here, he shouldn't be able to get me from all the way down here, I think. Stultus, we're gonna put you right here. Hopefully that's safe. Bonsai, you're up next. We're gonna place Bonsai right over... Maybe I have Bonsai in charge of killing the Muton? I could also have Bonsai medkit this round. We could also just try to kill that Frost Zombie. And I I also need Basti to start moving up so Basti can get ready to use the flamethrower against the guys up here too. Do we move up and just shoot the zombie, I guess? I wish I could put a shield up on you, but if I put the shield up on you... I think the mutant can't hit us. It should be incredibly unlikely. Nice kill on the zombie, that was so good.
I'm running low on ammo.
Alright, then after this, we just need to figure out where to move Basti so that Basti can actually make use of either the flamethrower or the rocket next round. I'm thinking right here should be a pretty good spot.
I'll comply.
I'll start trying to breach into the enemy lines here. Hopefully this guy just dies. Good. The mutant does run past the suppression. I think that's a double move. Perfect. And here comes the Necromancer taking its Ice Blast against us. It does inflict 2 tiers of chill against us, but not the 3rd tier, so we're not frozen. We're just gonna have a really hard time moving from this spot. Nice miss on Basti. And here comes the gunner. Whew. Okay, the gunner was a scary one. He could actually one-shot Bonsai without the shields up. This guy most likely just overwatching. Yep.
This is Firebrand.
Hang in there, you
Time to
guys.
go.
The reinforcements are appearing now, though, so this is another issue that we have to deal with next. Our teleport stun is back up, so we can make use of that whenever necessary. And the overwatch from this mutant is still locking us down. I think we just take the overwatch from that mutant so I can, like, try to burn this guy with our flamethrower. I really need that burn right now. Take the run. Good dodge. You won't be able to dodge all the shots, of course. Alright, but that is not too bad. We took a graze, and now we can light this guy on fire, and we no longer have to worry about him anymore. Or at least for this turn. There we go, beautiful burn right there. Now then, these guys back here, we can actually slam them with a toxic shrapnel rocket. That would be amazing if we could hit both. Try your very best to get both of them, Basti.
Out of my way!
I got one of them. Maybe I should have just centered it on one guy instead of trying to get both of them at once. Oh well. Now, I know that there's a guy back here on Overwatch. I'm really scared that Stultus is going to take a shot to the back and just instantly die. If there was some way I could prevent that, that would be really nice. Meanwhile, I'm going to have Bonsai probably swap with that gunner so we can just start pushing into the enemy territory right now. We're at the point where the first set of reinforcements have dropped, so things are getting a little bit dicier. Then after that, I can probably have you take care of this guy by coming up to here. Alright, Samav, you're up next. You are going to be out of ammo next round, unfortunately, but I really badly want to just get rid of this guy here. He was stunned, but we're going to have to get rid of him eventually, and if I don't spend the ammo now, I'll have to do it next round anyways. I could have also moved up to here and overwatched. Tried to hit one of these guys, then next round did a half reload and shoot this guy. The hunting shotgun is a little bit special with how the ammo is used, of course. I wish I could get this guy out of the way so we can move up. He's poisoned, but he's not incapable of hitting us still, so that's something else to watch out for. I might just have Bonsai shield up and absorb a hit from these guys this round. I'm a little bit worried for Stultus though. Stultus is very low on HP and it's just not good for Stultus to be hanging around against enemies that can shoot them. There is that engineer that's still back there. I don't know where this guy is hiding. I think he's like right there. Moving up to here isn't safe. I believe we can still get hit by probably that Necromancer if he comes over and shoots. I could try to put Stultus in here. This Muton that's on Overwatch, I think... No, it's actually mostly the Muton Hunter that's stopping us from moving in. Yeah, I'm mostly worried about that engineer back here. I think he's either in this pocket back here or up here. It seems like he's up here. It seems like there's where he's hiding. If I stand here, there's still a good chance that he can run up and shoot me in the face, which is kind of concerning. But I think that might be my only way to get Stultus in there to do the hack, and I really need to do that hack soon.
Hold in position.
Oh, my bonsai is allowed to use the shield and take an action. You have that perk. Thought you didn't have that perk. You require a perk to be able to put up your shield and take an action. Apparently you do have that. Well, that's good to note now. I think we'll take this time to Overwatch. When the reinforcements drop in, I want to be able to do damage to those guys. After that, we either run Stultus down the right, but if something goes horribly wrong from running down the right side, Stultus is going to be completely alone. Whereas if I run this way, at the very least we can like medkit and fix up people that are bleeding out. So which way do I go with you? Bosky's used up all of his actions. I'm just terrified of this engineer popping out. It's killing you from here. And waiting here for the next few rounds isn't really exactly an option either. I can bring you back to here. It's pretty unlikely that the trooper hits you with that poison on him. Just stay away from the sectoid and I think we're good. Yeah, maybe I'll just put you down here for this round. Yeah, let's pick up the loot while we're at it.
If you say so. Where to?
Cool, bayonet. And we'll just put you right over here. I don't think that beleaguer will shoot at us. It is kind of scary having that beleaguer sitting behind our squad though, for sure. But I'm pretty sure he just overwatches. If he suddenly whips out his gun and starts shooting, then we'll be in trouble then. The enemies dropped, but they're out of range right behind us, which means we don't actually have to worry about them for a little bit longer. That trooper over there is disabled for a little bit longer also. If we can just get one chip damage off against him, we'll be in a good spot here. Oh nice, that one damage against the Muton. Don't like that he's right behind us up there. Here comes the sectoid. Bit of chip damage, but we're alive. Reload from that trooper. Still good. Our Hell Knight is tanking just the way we need her to. Here comes another Overwatch from this guy, hopefully. Yep. There's the engineer that we were waiting for.
Truly foolish.
Okay then. How'd we handle this right now? This Muton is only burning for one more round. He needs to go down. Or get lit on fire again. One of those two. I have a flamethrower on that boy. The flamethrower can be used against the hunter. Stultus could try to run through all of this. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Bonsai just knock this guy out with a shield bash. At this point we just gotta start getting aggressive here, I think. The enemies are right behind us. They haven't activated yet, but we definitely don't want to stick around here. Somebody has to run that Overwatch. I don't know who it's gonna be. If you run like this, you get half cover against his Overwatches, so it's less likely that he rolls max damage against you, Samov. I think that's gonna be your job here. Run that Overwatch. And create as much distance between you and these guys as possible. Then after that, Basti over here. I need some way to take care of this Muton up here. I could come up to here and try to flamethrower him, but then I don't get any cover at all. I can also shoot a rocket to drop him down. And then we can probably flamethrower him with Basti. Now, of course, we have our back with these guys, so if they walk in on yellow alert, it's gonna hurt a lot. But I think that's our best solution here without having to stand in the open. We'll just eat the yellow alert. Alright, you got this. Drop him. Nice, okay, and then after that, we're going to reload and flamethrower, I think. I should have a very decent chance of hitting this guy, and the poison and the burn inflicted should prevent him from taking actions again next round. Beautiful. Okay, that works. There's still Overwatch. Where's it from? This guy back here. Okay. Still gotta watch out for that Overwatch. Do I try to run Stultus all the way up? I think so. I think at this point we just want 2 people running up here, so whoever the sector tries to disable, the other person can reach the exit. Or not exit, the stun console. There we go, he'll die from the poison and the bleed. The mob, I need you to either medkit and reload or something. What am I doing with you? I feel like if I take a step, I might pull some enemies here. So instead, I'm just not even going to move with you. I'm just going to take this turn to medkit and reload. I think that's what we're going to do for this turn. We're just going to medkit and reload.
Rolling out.
Voltus runs straight down. Alright, so get that medkit. And just make sure that you have at least 1 bit of ammo on yourself. I didn't really get a chance to use the trench gun this mission, but things kind of just took a really strange turn, so unfortunately that's just how it's going to be. And as long as we don't trigger that guy's Overwatch, we should be fine this round. Nice 3 damage burn. Cooper is dead. Muton will be dead next round. The chemical warfare is doing wonders for us right now against this Muton. Here comes the Sectoid. Is he going to be able to down someone? He's going to be on Overwatch. Here comes the Muton. That should be an Overwatch from him because he's just an Overwatch type of guy. This engineer hasn't really been able to be too relevant, but good. And here they come. Each of these guys have about a 25% chance to shoot at us. From the yellow alert. None of them got it though. Good. Alright then, first things first, we need to run past this Overwatch with somebody. I'm gonna make that Bonsai's job. There we go. And then after that, Stultus can actually get in here and start doing stuff. I can't do stuff this round, unfortunately, but next round we can. For now, just make sure to kill off the Sectoid. Put up your shield, blast him. Excellent damage, and we'll have our Warden take the finishing blow here. Stultus, you're up next. Finish him off. Excellent work.
That's it.
Well, this network tower got really spicy really quickly.
It's heavier than it looks.
But we're finally up to this objective here.
What's over there?
Let's get ready to shut this down next round. Now, you guys just need to survive for 1 entire round. Can you guys do that? How do I survive for 1 entire round? You're dead. I have to worry about you coming up from behind and shooting me, but really he's like last on my worry list. There's the Beleaguer. I have my rocket ready as well as my flamethrower. I think I'll use my rocket for the next round. Okay, so we have a medic, a sorcerer, and the Beleaguer. What we're gonna do next, we're just gonna hide right around this corner. Take this time to reload 1 more bit of ammo so you can use trench gun on those guys next round, hopefully. Then back boy, keep your head down. Basti can get right up to here. We'll get ready to kill all of these guys next round. As soon as they get stunned, we're just gonna rush right up to them. Muton is down. Here comes the Beleaguer. He's gonna be on Overwatch. Good. Another guy on Overwatch back there. Priest is going to activate Holy Warrior. I don't know if he can activate Stasis from back there. I can't tell if he has vision on that boy or not. Oh, he can see Samaf from back there. Oh, that's unfortunate. We won't get to have access to the Samaf next round. That's alright, they'll be stunned for 2 rounds, so we'll have an opportunity to get to them. And here comes the Sorcerer. He's not affecting Thackboy, which is awesome. And taking a shot at missing that hunker down was definitely the right choice there. Here comes the Advent Medic. Throwing up a smoke, actually. Ooh, that'll make killing them on the next few rounds annoying. Okay then, Stultus, you know what to do. Take the hack. I can't see. It's whatever, just pick one. Alright then, hack complete.
I'm in.
Cover your eardrums, it's gonna hurt. The audio is not balanced for the Advent Network Tower cutscene. Oh god, even Advent's falling down. Okay then, everything is stunned. Let's finish this mission up. Where is that guy? I need to get right next to that engineer back there, who's somewhere down there. Everybody else needs to start killing these fellas over here. What I'm gonna do with you is I'm going to probably try to have... Yeah, let's do this. Let's throw a rocket back here and just expose all of these guys. There we go. And oh no, you're gonna be on fire? What is this? Well, isn't this inconvenient? Here, take this time to shoot another rocket on that guy instead of getting lit on fire. Didn't manage to expose that guy completely, but he was like kind of exposed. And after that, Stultus, you're just gonna keep on running up this way. We need all the help we can get to kill that engineer. They're stunned for 2 rounds. Then we get 1 more round after this. Alright, there's that engineer. We can get rid of this guy, no problems. Let's do a quick transposition swap. Excellent work, Bonsai. How do I deal with these guys back here? I think I can get them with the trench gun. Or is it too thin? It's too thin. It's not getting all of them. Wait. Ah, but the smoke protected his friend. Now Bosky's on fire. Do I have a way to put that fire out? No. What about you, Sackboy? Do you have some way to light something on fire? Kill a guy, maybe? We're gonna have Sackboy light the Sorcerer on fire next round. For now, let's just get some damage off on the Priest. Oh my goodness, you guys. You guys need to get your shit together.
Let's move.
Alright, Basti, you're just gonna wait until the fire gets put out. Unfortunately, Hunker Down doesn't put out fire in Long War. And by extension, Beyond Legendary and Ted Jam. Alright, we'll be able to take care of this guy next round at least. And after that, we need to start running Bonsai in because we need Bonsai support. Particularly that shield slap will probably be enough to finish something off. We do lose out on that loot, unfortunately. I did want that. But there's not enough time to pick it up. Can fire go away yet? Somebody needs to kill the Sorcerer. I think what's gonna happen is we're gonna have Backboy reload. You're gonna go right up to the Sorcerer and finish him off. And we're assuming that the Beleaguer is just too stupid to do anything else other than Overwatch. He has a massive gambling addiction. He loves playing Russian roulette. So, because of that, we're just gonna ignore him and hope that he just continues doing stuff that doesn't make sense. Then after that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go for the disorienting suppression. That way this fellow over here doesn't get a chance to do anything too crazy with its psionic abilities. A mind control here would probably
We must
be
not
kind of
neglect
crippling
our
for our
training.
squad. And while we're stalling them out, Bonsai is going to continue running forward until Bonsai is in position to take care of the last few guys. And then after that, Stultus, you can just finish off this fella over here. Dead.
Check it before you get too close.
Alright, just keep moving forward.
Okay, I'll go.
2 more guys left. Just gotta hope that this Beleaguer doesn't get smart. Nope, he's not smart. Seems like he'll never get smart. That's a good thing. This guy dashing forward, he is disoriented, so he doesn't get to do too much against us. And now, how do we finish this mission up? Well, the first thing we do is we just continue disorienting this guy. I think this strategy will just keep on working. Then after that, I'm gonna have you turn around and try to get this Muton over here. Let's start off with a Shredder Rocket and see if that helps us at all.
I'll destroy you!
Just don't shred yourself, please. Excellent. Overwatch removed, and that should allow us to... You actually can't go in because you have no ammo this round. Take the time to reload. Everybody else just keep on running in.
Got it. Moving.
Once we're close enough to actually do stuff, then things will get a lot better for us. I do want to be a bit careful with Bonsai here. If I run point blank to this guy, he might just shoot me in the face, and a crit is enough to down Bonsai. We might choose instead
What's
to
over
stand
there?
here, activate our shield, and then shoot him. Not a guaranteed kill, of course. Did actually manage to hurt him, though. Good. Hey, look out, he's on fire! All according to plan, guys. Genius Ronar always accounts for everything.
Need some help.
Alright, and we should be able to finish everything off in this round. Advent Priest, go for this guy next. Oh, I forgot that he has the stasis thingy. We'll have someone else with the shotgun Overwatch right next to him, and that should be fine. This should be a probable kill on this fellow. And we just need to deal with the Beleaguer. How do we take care of this Beleaguer here? He's on fire for 2 rounds, so no need to use the flamethrower yet. Guess we just try to zap this guy. Bit of damage there. And maybe if we come back to here,
I am on my
we
way.
can flamethrower him safely. Apparently not. Okay, this game hates us, but that's fine.
Slow and steady.
And then Stultus unfortunately can't reach him either. It actually kind of sucks right now.
I guess that'll be okay.
Here, just everyone Overwatch or something.
Out of my way!
Excellent work. Muton finally dead. Unfortunately, that does destroy the loot. And this guy's clever, actually. He chose to shoot one last time before he died. Should have got a Bonsai, though. That would have actually downed someone. Possibly downed someone. He needed the crit, of course. Finish him off. That's the mission.
This is Avenger. Status confirmed. Area secure.
Alright. A bit of a spicy network tower mission there. And with this mission completed, we have another liberation unlocked, so we're gonna have to get ready to gear up a squad for that. I'll see you guys back in HQ.
We must never allow these dissidents to fill our hearts.
Alright then, welcome back you guys. Everyone's all beaten up in this mission. Makes sense. A mission like this would beat you up pretty damn hard. First thing we're gonna take is probably the Parting Strike over here. The other option is we can take Premonition. I don't remember why I marked Premonition over Parting Strike over Premonition, but I did do it, so I'll trust in past me. The mob, we're going to be giving you that Shredder. Shredder is going to help out with the Free Sleeper combo when the time comes. And after that, Backboy over here, we're going to give you the Shredder also. We're going to start needing this, as you guys saw with that Muton. They were pretty dang heavily armored, and it's going to take a lot of firepower to bring those things down without some form of shred. And this is all the loot we got. Nothing particularly stand out, just got some nice advanced weapon mods. Advanced weapon mods are to stand out here. We'll end up using those all the way until the end of the campaign. Now then, anything we need to build here? Not that I can remember. And we have this Advent HQ readied. Okay, well, we're gonna get ready to send the squad out there. Let me just try to reorient myself. It's been a while since I've played. The supplies up there. Contact down here. And we have multiple contacts here. Okay, so we're getting ready to liberate this spot because the strength has reached strength 7. We're about to lose control over these regions if I'm not careful. The other thing that we need to watch out for is the fact that we don't really have a region set up for finding missions later down the line. So we do need to make sure that we start upping the eastern US. Try to get some more rebels in here. As you guys can see, we've only got 6 people available for intel. I want to get that up to at least 8, if not higher, just for the safety of it. Anything else that needs to be handled here? Not much else that I can think of right now, I think. Yeah, I think that's about it. So we're going to get ready to launch another mission next. I think we got this one over here. Although the strength in here is so high, I don't know if we can launch this mission. It's gonna be pretty tough. We do have a decently strong team though, so I probably can launch that. Let me just make sure that I don't have a squad for the HQ assault before I start scanning. Yeah, we don't have a squad right now. We have to wait a little bit longer before we get to do anything else. Okay then, since we can't do anything else right now, I think we continue scanning over eastern US and try to build this place up. Or we pick up supplies. Actually, we should pick up supplies. Go pick up our supplies. And get ready to launch this mission. Alright then, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. It was lots of fun. I'll see you guys till next time. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and a comment. All that stuff helps out, and I really appreciate it. Till next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.